And the other thing I want to say about the labels is they are all a cage. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just also being real with, this is a realm of limitation. It certainly is. It's just being mindful and sovereign in choosing, okay, what label is going to work for me? You know, like what program or cage am I going to choose to step into because it's serving all my other values or whatnot? And some people like Krishnamurti choose consciously to play the unidentification game, to extricate ourselves from all labels. We all have free choice here. It's just learning like which ones serve us, which ones don't. Which frequency bands are they attuning us to? And are these serving my highest joy or whatever values I came here, that I want to play with? So identification really ties into this. And this kind of goes into, Sue, which I think was one of your earlier questions about like as a teacher. And it's like, well, am I going to identify with this role that I'm playing in this instance? Am I going to buy into it and cling to it? Or is it like a shirt that I can put on and take off when it serves me? So identification is like choosing to cling or to attach to any of these roles that we can step in and out of moment to moment. And the Buddha said, the root of all suffering is attachment, right? And this was really the crux of his work. It's like desires come and go, and that's fine, but it's only when we cling to them, that's when the suffering comes, right? And so this is what we're seeing happening in terms of victim culture, right? Is we see a lot of identification with, certain choices or proclivities, like even identifying as a Democrat versus letting it be something, a way that we have historically voted or not, choosing to be in a same-sex relationship or blanketing your house with rainbows and, stickers and telling everyone. And, it's all, are we attaching to these things? Are we identifying with these things? Or are we keeping them fluid, right? And identification, it's ego, right? It's like these things that we take on to boost our egos up, which we're more likely to do when our sense of self, right? Going back to that, bless you, Chrissy, going back to that illustration of no, you're muted, I saw it. Going back to that illustration is when we're full in our third chakra, when we know who we are, when we have a strong sense of self, we're less inclined to identify. We're less inclined to be recognized by others by these visual markers because we don't give a shit, because we know who we are and that's enough. The people that we care about who are close to us know who we are and that's enough. But we take on these identification constructs when it's shakier in here, when we don't know who we are. Then we need more external validation for our demonstrations and our performative theatrics of who we want to be perceived as, or who we're being indoctrinated to think we want to be perceived as.